it's Madeline and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I actually have something very exciting, and this is a video that I've actually been filming all week and I'm just filming the intro now, so this is a little different than I think I've done before. So what I'm doing in this video is basically showing you guys how I completed, or almost completed, my spring break bucket list. So what I did is at the beginning of this spring break, or I guess the weekend before spring break, I made a list of all the things that I wanted to do this spring break. And I did other things that weren't on the list, but I completed most of the tasks that were actually on my list. And I'm one of those people who has to be very organized to get things done, and so this list wasn't necessarily like a task list, but really just a way to keep my thoughts organized so I could do all of these great things that I had planned for this spring break. So if you like this video at any point, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to comment down below if there was anything you think I should have added onto my list or things that you would have wanted to do from this list, and subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content. So let's get into the list. So first I started with Teach Oscar a Trick. Now Oscar is my dog and we actually got him when he was already a year old. So I tried training Oscar for about 10 minutes and he was not even receptive to me trying to get him to come or sit or anything. So that one I actually was not able to complete. But the next one was go thrift shopping. So I'm actually going to insert a little montage of me thrift shopping and a haul of all the stuff that I got right now. Hey guys, so I actually have all the stuff that I have thrifted right here next to me, and I'm going to do a little haul of all the stuff that I got while thrift shopping. I'm also going to do a little try on portion just so you can see what the clothes look like on me, just so you can kind of tell what they are a little bit better. So I actually got 5 things while thrift shopping and I spent a total of $25, which honestly is not bad, and I'm very happy with these purchases. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. So the first thing that I got was this Stranger Things Halloween Horror Nights t-shirt. So this is actually a men's extra large. So this is a really big t-shirt. Like you can see the size of it next to me. Like this is a very large shirt, but I love the little like Stranger Things, the little graphic of them. And I love that it was kind of oversized because I feel like you can do a lot more when it comes to DIYing with oversized t-shirts. So I'm hoping to actually crop this and make it a little bit shorter just so that I can tie it into a knot and I don't have so much fabric that I'm dealing with. I also like the longer sleeves because then I can cuff them, and I love the way that cuff t-shirt sleeves looked. So I'm very happy with this purchase. This ended up being I think $3, which is a very good deal. So next I got another t-shirt, and this one was also $3, and this is a University of South Florida t-shirt that I got. It is actually a Champion shirt, which I was excited to find. I actually tried it on and was like decided on getting it before I even noticed it was Champion, so I was like, hey, added bonus, that's pretty cool. What I'm going to do with this shirt is I'm actually going to crop the bottom of it off because I do like I've seen people with these kind of shirts cropped, and I think that it looks really cool. So I'm excited to try and crop that. So the next thing that I got actually was something that I decided on as we were kind of leaving the store. It was something that I saw and I was like, hold on a second, let's take it back a second. So the thrift store that we specifically went to was like a Goodwill that's kind of close to us, and they have a rack where they keep all of like the name brand stuff. Like they put like the more name brand, like Victoria's Secret, that kind of stuff on this rack. And I ended up finding this super cool, which let me zip it up first so you can actually tell what it is. I ended up finding this super cool Nike windbreaker jacket, and it is actually a men's extra large as well. It has the cool color blocking. On the front of it, it is like a lime green as well as a dark blue and a light blue. And it has I guess like 2 panels, and they kind of overlap. It has a little embroidered Nike logo, and I found this to be so cute, very like Ariana Grande street style, especially with the cinch part option for the waist. And I thought that this was, or I guess in my case, like not the waist. And it has, I believe, pockets. Yes, it does have zippable pockets, which is really cool. And I thought this would be really like a cool jacket for me to have if I just need to like go walk the dog and it's raining, or go run to get something in my car. So it ended up being $7, which is like a little much for a thrift shop, but also it's like Nike, so like you can't complain with that. The last thing that I'm going to show you, I got one more thing, but this is a pair of shorts that I actually ended up DIYing before I ended up doing this haul. So I can't really show them to you right now, but I will show you them to you in a later part of the video, so stay tuned for that. But the last item of clothing that I got is this dress, and it is a yellow eyelet dress. It is so cute. It is Cynthia Rowley, which I looked up that brand, and they honestly have a lot of other cute clothes, but they were really expensive. And it's kind of like a 50s style dress. It has these little pockets in the front. And it's kind of more of like a form-fitting style of dress, and I found it really, really cute. I love retro clothing and 50s style stuff, so I was very excited to find this dress, and I think that it's going to be perfect for Easter if we do get to have Easter at my church with the coronavirus and everything. But I found it to be a very cute spring and Easter dress, and I was very, very excited with this purchase. So I think that's all of the stuff that I have thrift shopping, so let's move into the next part of the video. So what I did first for this shirt was I turned it inside out just so that I wouldn't get any of the marker on the front of the shirt. Then what I did is I actually measured the length of a crop top that I already had and marked where that was going to be on the original shirt. The next step that I took was that I actually measured how far up from the bottom that was, so that I didn't have to try and make a measurement of where the shirt lined up to the other shirt, and so I just continued that measurement all the way across. Then I connected all those little dots with a line, and that was the line where I was going to cut my shirt. Now make sure that when you're making your length for the shirt, remember that the shirts, once they're cut, if they're not hemmed, they do roll up. So make sure to at least add a little bit of length to make up for that roll. Now for this shirt, I did do things a little bit differently because I knew where on the shirt I actually wanted to crop. So what I did is I first measured how far up from the hem it was until that bottom of the logo. And then I took that measurement and kept that in mind while I flipped the shirt inside out. Then once the shirt was inside out, I used that same measurement, that 8 inches from the bottom to the area where I needed to cut. And so that way I was able to know how far up from the bottom I could cut without having to make that mark on the outside of the shirt. Now I know that the marker didn't show up very well on this dark material, and you can always use something like a white crayon, but I could see it okay in the lighting, so I decided to use just that instead. The next thing on my list was learn a new hairstyle, and I am actually very bad at doing my own hair. I can't even do a good high ponytail, and I hate blow drying my hair, and it's just kind of a mess. So I was like, I have to learn something new to do with my hair. And up until earlier today, I had not completed this task, but then I had to film this video. So I was like, what can I do with wet hair? So I went on Pinterest and I looked up wet hair hairstyles, and this was actually the style that I found, and I didn't follow the instructions that they had there. I was like, I'm just going to go into the bathroom and try and figure it out myself. So I'm going to insert that clip right here. So what I did for this hairstyle was I basically just started with a small piece from the front, and I slowly grabbed smaller chunks of hair from the front of my scalp and started pulling them into this kind of 2-strand braid, I guess. I basically just grabbed a piece from the front and incorporated it into the twist that I was doing, and slowly did that all the way down until I reached a ponytail length. And honestly, it was super easy, and I thought that this hairstyle is honestly super versatile, and I really like it. next thing that was on my list is make a skirt. Now, sewing is something that I have a love-hate relationship with. Ever since I was little, I've thought that sewing is so cool. The Disney princesses all know how to sew. I should be able to as well. And so I've been trying to learn how to sew and make my own clothes for a long time now. But the problem is I would start on projects and then I would get a little bit frustrated and just stop halfway through, so I have all these half-finished projects. So I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to make a skirt from start to finish this week. I'm going to take my time and make sure it turns out right. So I'm going to insert all the footage I did of me making the skirt, cutting the fabric, all that stuff, and hopefully you guys can maybe get some insight from this on how to make a skirt. Like I said, I was learning as I went and it was a little bit tricky, but I think that it honestly turned out really cute. So the first thing that I did was I laid out the fabric and I measured a quarter of a circle to a quarter of the length of my waist, and then I just cut this out and unfolded it until it was the shape of a circle. Okay, so a little skirt update. I made a hem for the skirt. I hemmed it all the way around. You can see I cut it as like a full circle skirt. I can't really hold it up that well with just one hand. Let me see if I can you can kind of see how it's a full circle. But yeah, it's made of this like blue velvety material that I really like. And yeah, I hemmed it all the way around. So the next step is to cut a piece and make the waistband for that. Oh, and there's Oscar, by the way. But yeah, all I have to do is make the waistband and attach it. So in this next step, I'm actually making the waistband for the skirt. I really didn't update a lot on the rest of the skirt because I honestly totally forgot. But basically what I did is I cut a tube, I put of fabric, I sewed it together, and then I put the elastic through, and then I just attached this tube to the rest of the skirt to that little waistband area that I had showed you before, the length of my waist, and I sewed it on together.
We can make the dress so pretty. There's nothing to it really. We'll tie a sash around it, put a ribbon through it. When dancing at the ball, she'll be more beautiful than all. In the lovely dress we'll make for Cinderella.
Now, the next two things that I had on my list were watch an old movie and watch a new movie. Now, for the new movie, I said anything within the past 10 years. So in the past 10 years, there have been a lot of good Disney Channel movies, but I haven't actually watched a lot of them. So for the new movie, I decided to watch How to Build a Better Boy. It was actually really good. I mostly just watched it because I heard that one of the guys from Glee was actually in that movie, and it was honestly pretty good. It was a cute movie. It was a great plot. I love China Anne McClain. She's so cool. Love her. But it was actually a really, really good movie. I thought it was going to be kind of cheesy, but it turned out being really good. Now for the old movie, I decided to watch Sweeney Todd, which if you don't know what that is, it is a horror musical, and it was very interesting. And it's one of those movies that I think I watched once and probably wouldn't watch again, but it was honestly really good. It was very scary, so I would say if you were under the age of like 13, do not watch it. It was quite gory. But it was really cool. It had Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter, which are both great actors. I love a lot of the stuff that they've done, and they're so talented. But while it was a little bit creepy, it was honestly pretty good, and I'm happy that I've seen it once, but definitely would not watch it again. The next thing that I have was cook a dinner. Now, in my last vlog that I uploaded, I actually cooked in that one too, and cooking is something that I've always loved. I've been in the kitchen since I was very, very young, and my mom has always taught me about cooking and all that kind of stuff, and it's something that I really, really love. So I'm actually going to insert the footage next of the dinner that I cooked and what we actually had. But I actually had lots and lots of fun doing this, and I'm going to try and start making like one dinner every week because it's honestly something that I really, really enjoy and is a good way to help out around the house. So I will insert the footage right now.
Run up the rhythm, run up the drum like, I'ma do what I want. I make the moves cause I got the jump. Just call me for delivery. They know me. I got sushi. Just call me for delivery. From Monday to Sunday, whatever you need, I got sushi. Just call me for delivery. They know me. I got sushi. Just call me for delivery. From Monday to Sunday, whatever you need, I got sushi. Sushi, what? Sushi. Pick the phone, hit me up and we go. If you're late, then you miss on the roll. On the beat, I never change that. Call me and I can arrange that. Never stop, I repeat and I know. I'm the plug and I come with the most. On the beat, I never change that. Cause everybody know I be on the go. Just call me for delivery. They know me. I got sushi. Just call me for delivery. From Monday to Sunday, whatever you need, I got sushi.
Les rêves des amoureux sont comme le bon vin. Ils donnent de la joie ou bien du chagrin. Affaibli par la faim, je suis malheureux. Pas longtemps chemin, tout ce que je peux, car rien n'est gratuit dans la vie. L'espoir est un plat bien trop vite consommé. À sauter les repas, je suis habituée. Un voleur solitaire et triste à nourrir. Je suis amère, je ne veux réussir, car rien n'est gratuit
So this is the meal we've got. Mommy made some stir-fried vegetables, and then I made these sushis. These are the ones you saw me assembling. I made a nice little tower, and those are the ends that I cut off. And then we made, these are the shrimp shumai. They're little dumplings. You can see a few set up there on Mommy's plate. And then Mommy also made a sauce to go with them. So yeah, this is the meal that me and Mommy created. Now the next thing that I have on my list is upcycle some shorts. Now this is something that honestly, I wasn't 100% sure what I meant by this when I put it on my list. I didn't really write any details of what I wanted to do to these shorts, but I actually recently watched a Laura DIY video where she took these shorts that she had gotten while thrift shopping and she put these cool stars made out of gemstones on the shorts, and I really liked how it turned out. Now, I'm more of a colorful person. I like to wear a lot of colorful clothes. I know you probably can't tell because I'm wearing like a white graphic tee right now, but I really love colorful clothes, and so I decided to really jazz up these shorts, add some color to them, and I think they turned out really well. These are actually the shorts that I got while thrift shopping, and so I was very, very excited with the way that they turned out. So there's a footage of me DIYing those shorts right now. Now the next thing that I have on my list is do an artistic makeup look. Now this is something that I have not filmed up to right now because I'm actually going to film that right after I'm done finishing this intro, but I already went ahead and did my base makeup, which is what I'm wearing now. So the next footage you see is actually going to be me adding to this and doing some crazy artistic makeup look, which I honestly don't wear that crazy makeup. I mean, I'll do bold makeup, but it's mostly just neutrals or red tones. I don't do a lot of like crazy colorful makeup. And so this is something that I wanted to experiment in for a while and have wanted to try. So let's jump into that footage right now.
Your attention, you look like you lost your breath. Wanna circle the room, you and now you gon' twist your head. Don't you come at me green with an attitude, and my lips and my soul's are red. If I leave you behind, you can look for the broken necks. No, cause I've been here once or twice. Never worry about the endings. Come on, don't just stand there staring, honey.
Okay, that blue is way bolder than I thought it was going to be. So, I'm going to speed out page 55 like ever.
I'ma take the lead. They ain't even looking at you, baby. They looking at me. They looking at me. Yeah,
Okay, I honestly kind of love how this looks. It's very like nothing like I've done before, but I honestly think that it kind of looks really cool. So I'm trying to think of ways that I can like spice this up, and I'm thinking possibly some sticky gems could be really, really cool. So I'm gonna go try and get some sticky gems and I will be right back. Okay, so while I was looking for things to jazz this look up, I actually found these super cool gems that I think I'm gonna put under my eyes.
for a teacher, I'll teach you what you don't know. I can teach you the things that you wanna know, but I can't give it up all at once. You would overdose. Don't you?
Okay, these kind of look really cool. I kind of love how this is turning out. It looks very like, I don't know the word for it, like edgy, I guess. It's honestly, I really like it. I think it looks really, really cool. So I'm gonna try Vampira, which is this like dark blackish purplish shade on my lips. I've never tried this before, so this should be interesting. I don't really wear a lot of dark lipstick, so hopefully this won't be like too dark. Okay, that's really dark, but it honestly kind of looks good. Like, I can't tell if I look like an e-girl now or like Harley Quinn meets Pennywise. But like, I'm kind of like, this is honestly so much fun, and I've never done anything like this before. I think I'm going to put on a little bit of a light silver highlighter over this to kind of correspond with the gems, which I guess is more like a white highlighter than a silver highlighter.
If I leave you behind, you can look for the broken eggs. Don't just stand there staring, honey. Try to move your feet. If you think they're looking at you, they're looking at me. I can make it nice and easy. I'ma take the lead. They ain't even looking at you, baby. They're looking at me. They're just looking at me. They're looking at me.
Okay, it's not too horrible. Like, would I pay myself to do this? No. Would someone else pay me to do this? Like, no. But it honestly, just for my purposes, turned out really good. Like, I'm happy with how this look turned out. I've never done something like this before on my own face, so let me actually... So I've never done something like this to my own face, and so I'm kind of shook with how it turned out. I kind of look like Harley Quinn, kind of look kind of evilish, like Pennywise. So I don't really know 100% how I feel about this, but I'm probably going to go take some selfies. And yeah, that is about it for the makeup portion of this video. So that is actually everything that I have on my list for this spring break. I've had such a fun time and honestly feel very like energized to go into starting back into school and doing all my classes. So if you guys like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, to comment down below what you'd want to do off of this list, or maybe some fun things that you did this spring break or while self-quarantined. And make sure to subscribe to my channel to see more content like this. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next vlog. Bye guys!
Live bugs?
Yeah, they're running around.
Dude, well, throw them in the trash.